And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Kenenewegu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Vikings at 12-2 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On the give, here's McBride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. That is caught. And they work this way upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact off the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's McBride, and he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a run with McBride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Wk16. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A run here with McBride. 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but now it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's got Mason complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McBride. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McBride, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's McBride, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 3rd and 10.
To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st down, it's gone.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there, a 20.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 4. To the air again. Goff. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Second and 10. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. As that throw tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. Not just where it needed to be to knock it away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Up of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Again, it's Cousins. Open man right side is cut, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got this down to the 35.
112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle.
McBride has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
Going with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McBride. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now, it's McBride. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's McBride. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McBride, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Cousins. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down throw. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Goff.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, time is certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. That interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
And you talk about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3.